Right. So we got... We will split... Oh, I can't split it. Okay. Well, this one will split in half, and we'll move half the operations to this bench also. So it'll generally be a lot faster going through. And if I get the bulletin board, or billboard rather, which, there, we've got that, I can just plop this down, and this, we can link furniture together and say, we want these things to be together, and when I tell people to then, when I assign some job to be done to the things linked to the bulletin board, it'll automatically divvy it up and bounce it out a little bit. It's kind of like the automated load balancing. And you could have seen a little bit of red there. It's gray now, but for a little bit it was red because we were falling behind. But now we're just screaming through this like no problem. Because I've divvied up the job a little bit. There. So then when I assign just an example this, and I can say that gets done by that, and then it'll automatically just balance it out, and I don't have to worry about it. But it looks like we got these under wraps. Oh god, only 26 profit per hour. We suck. Nemesis Inc. is kicking ass. A secretive company funded by the Drake Song family. The parent company owns a wide range of subsidiaries and minor companies, all of which are morally dubious and operate in a questionable manner or market. Oh. No storage space available for wood plank, 2DM. Create a general storage area or resize an existing one. See, and here's the other thing. I don't know what this is. I don't know where it came from, and I don't know what it's heading toward. I'm not sure. So it's like, I don't know what storage I would have to expand and stuff. This storage does look like, because these things apparently don't fit on the shelf, that could maybe do with being a bit larger. That didn't fix the problem, though. I don't know. They deal with it, though. They just stash it somewhere. And exports looking good. You like the aesthetic and flavor of this game. I kind of like it, too. I just, graphically, I hate the sharpening, and I wish the anti-aliasing actually tried a little bit. I'd honestly prefer FXAA over whatever this is pretending to use. Because it's awful. But the sharpening is the worst. Like, everything has a halo around it. It looks awful to me. But it's still really cute. It's got a lot of charm. Considering it just came out... Monday? Tuesday? Pretty recently. It could be that an update comes out and changes things around. Level 2. Oh, yeah, we dinged with him, right. 1,000-ish money and a bunch of experience. The challenges don't seem to give you much money, but they give you a bunch of experience. And obviously rep with the guy. So now we're an associate with him. So now he's willing to pay me more and such. Here's another thing. For large shelves, we've done these before. 3 days to make 14 of them. Easy peasy. I'll create a plan. We'll even do a plan using some plastic bits to change things around a little. Oh wait, that's metal. We don't want to do metal. We're not ready for metal yet. Cancel that. We're not allowed to do plastic for that. Okay. We'll just do the basic then. Glue? Was the glue was another fat station, I think, right? We don't know. We have to do glue currently at just a standard woodworking station. Aha. So maybe not that either. Maybe we just go with the jigsaw cut. How about? Just keep it basic. Select all of these. Link them up to the billboard so they'll automatically get distributed however they need to be. The assembly, that'll still be happening up there. Doing the 14 of them. Ah, basic wood. Oh, it's got to be way more durable. Aha, I see the problem. Okay. I think we have to go with the metal for this then. Wow. This one, like, I actually gotta, like... This dude wants some fucking shelves. Alright. Fine, we'll do the mold thing. Sure, I guess. Wouldn't hurt to get a little forge area set up. I'd like this to have its own room, but for now we can throw it down there. That's okay. Line it, link it up. And there we go. Oof. And again, I like that you can actually see in real time the different appearance of the object. Like, it's just a little thing, but I like it. I like it a lot. Like, this looks like a pretty nice shelf. Shit, I'd buy that. Not for the 1,000 gold or whatever it probably cost, but yeah. Yeah, no storage area. So we need to add the forge to it. And also billboard. The billboard being linked to these guys. There. And you're linked up okay? Yeah. And the billboard is automatically handling all of that. It's already, like, load balanced, if you will. Condition looking fine. If we ever do start running into, like, a really tight deadline and we get a lot of red bars, I can select one of these things and put it in the overdrive mode, so it works 50% faster, but the strain on it is doubled. Yeah, so you gotta keep a really close eye on it for repairing. Really changed to our fortress from for the Steam release. They removed Z levels. What, is this like an April Fool's joke? Or are you talking from... You're talking about this, aren't you? You're talking about this. Oh, jeez, Pinter. Oh, jeez. I almost fell for that, you know? I was like, what? What the fuck? Oh, jeez. Multiple levels would be a really cool thing in this, actually, though. Have a, like a cargo lift or something. Like, maybe some stairs so you can haul stuff manually, like the small stuff that would fit on a shelf. Otherwise, hey, you have to have a cargo lift to get it up and down. That'd be kind of cool. This is Dwarf Fortress, right? Metallurgy with small cute things. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and like named swords and just the thousands of jewels being encrusted and shelves that have the shelf itself engraved into itself 17 times over. And yeah, absolutely. We got all that. Milestone. We got the 100 projects. We did the billboard thing. We need to reach level 5, which... we're, like, basically there. We just need to do another client challenge, and then we've got that, and we can, like, level up the entire factory. Do you have another challenge yet? No, 3 hours. Ugh. Fine. I guess I can at least queue up another room. Yeah. And door just right into the break room, I guess. That's fine. It finally happened. The Dwarf Fortress team just looks weird. Ah, well, I never told you what texture pack I'd be using. Or tile set, rather. I never specified. Serious question though, if I were to do Dwarf Fortress, what mode do you prefer? Adventure mode or actual Fortress mode? Because I was kind of thinking just Fortress mode, but the Adventure mode is also quite cool. And people were super hyped about the potential thing for Cataclysm DDA, which is in a lot of ways pretty comparable to the Adventure mode in Dwarf Fortress. And another forge. 2 forges. Order. Move that over. Move over. I'll just make another. Just a small shelf? Ah, large shelf. That's okay. Throw it there. And zone it up. This is linked to... Oops. Those guys. Which I may as well get a bulletin board for. Or billboard, rather. I'll always call it a bulletin board. Yeah, actually, why not? That works. Fortress mode with super low population cap. Fortress mode, fortress. To Man with Gun, welcome back to chat. Chat died for you, not a very good thing doing mod shit. That's alright, Nilu's here also. She's playing Prison Architect, but I'm sure if I make a fuss about something in chat, she'll be there. You miss Pinter pranking me, as he tends to do. Unbelievable. Another challenge for these Dalo horses. Hey, I'm ready for it. 14 of them? I gotta create them all from scratch within the time limit to receive the full reward. Make sure you plan this properly. Jesus Christ, okay, I'll do it, game. Fuck. We got the paint thing. We got all these materials. Like, this is fine. That's easy peasy. Oops. Link that to the billboard so we make sure we do both. And I can't change any of them really. I wasn't sure if I could maybe like just do plastic horses or so. Okay. And I think it's yelling at me because it'd actually be a really tight deadline if I didn't have this, maybe? It's never intentional, Pinter. You say that. You and your liquid dirt and... oh, jeez. If I got a bit for every prank you've done to me... well, I could quit YouTube then, jeez. I'll just Twitch full time. Yeah, it's a bit of a tight deadline, so you know what? We'll overclock these things. And I'll also kill them up for a quick repair before we get going, because they're already kind of getting down there, but... and they'll just smash those out real fast. Do you often find that your prisoners throw stuff over the walls at a second layer perimeter 10 blocks away from the first because the outside people can throw contraband up only up to 10 blocks far? Yeah, I know it. I mean, not your prisoners who throw stuff, but they have outsiders throw stuff over. Yeah, I know it. I think somebody said 10 to 15 tiles, but yeah, I'm not really a fan of the double wall thing. It's a type of thing where it's like, I'm sure I have to do it, but begrudgingly I'll end up doing it. Like, I don't want to have to, but if it's all you can do for it, then fine. I'm currently more upset about the tunnel thing in Prison Architect right now. Like, I was searching for tunnels hard, and we never found one. And then suddenly just, oh jeez, there's a tunnel there, I can't believe it, and like 5 dudes escaped. What? I've got dogs and everything! But they weren't finding it. There we go. Got it. Whoa! Way to go, you've done it! Your management have brought your factory to a new level. Check the R&D section for these new goodies. We get the new tier of stuff, we can do medium category items, and we get some more points to spend. So, we'll do first, I would like to make... how many points do we have? 6? The wood production thing, definitely, so we can do the specialized tools. And I'd like to do specialized people as well, and we'll go for the eco materials to see what that's all about. Hello, phone. Greetings, I represent ClosetYeti, the global furniture company. We need another subcontractor, and we believe you may fit the job. We require a small amount of wooden parts for one of our best-selling projects, the garage shelf. I don't know if these are like jokey names or anything like that. Like, I was trying to figure that out. I don't really know what this could be referencing, and I don't know what ClosetYeti could be referencing. I think this is supposed to be like... oh fuck, I already forgot the name of it. IKEA, yeah, thank you. IKEA. Like, basically IKEA. But Swekia, like, because SWE Sweden, because it's a Sweden company. Is that the joke? And then Grand Shelf, I don't, is that a joke on one of their products? I don't know. I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay. Also, this guy's calling. Greetings, PD1. I'm Vlad, founder of the Nemesis Incorporated. I see you have grown from invisible to hardly noticeable. Don't grow much more now, or things may not work out for you so well under your business. He's the guy who sent the dudes to Aachen, I'm sure to look out for me. I mean, get me. Not necessarily look out for me, but maybe, if they're cool. The thing for this guy is some small shelves. That's, yeah, sure, easy. I mean, fuck, we've been doing large shelves. We'll do a metal bit for that. Fine. The basic metal, basic wood, is that? That's more than enough already. Cool. That can be done there. This can be done. I never actually assigned this. There. That can be done there. And then it just gets assembled up there. And doing 8 of them. Okay, cool. It's a bit overkill for what he wants, but oh well. IKEA names their products with real weird names. Okay. Zone needs to be linked to a workstation. Didn't I do this? Oh, right, because I assigned them to the billboard now. So, okay, yeah, got it. Yeah, fine. We did the eco materials and stuff. So we got some new decorations, which is actually pretty cool. I didn't know that was a thing. A flower box. Smelling the flowers is not productive. It's a place where your workers can see, but not smell. What? Water cooler? Sure. And a stunning fan for the hot summer days. Well, shit, that's neat. Those are like super duper effective. Holy shit, and really tiny. Yo, flower box. Oh my god. Where have you been all my life? Where are some flower boxes? We're gonna be so happy. If I have IKEA questions, come to you, Pinter. Oh, jeez. What are some IKEA names? Like, what kind of stuff do they got? What's their naming scheme? Do they even have a naming scheme? Or is it literally just random words? Didn't I get... Oh, machinery, right, the specialized stuff. So you can see that these are doing kind of sort of what the woodworking station we're doing, but just better, but also less. So the bending machine literally only does the bending for wood products specifically, but it is 100% effective. Circle saw for the straight cuts, wavy cuts and straight cuts can be done on the bandsaw, so that's a pretty cool thing. The lathe for the fancy cuts. And stick saw if you want 100% for the wavy cuts. So like, we can go for a bandsaw, and that would technically be a pretty huge upgrade already for a bunch of stuff. So I'll do that. We get a bandsaw in there. It's a bit loud, but with these new awesome flower pots and stuff that we can do, the mood is still sky high. So there's that, and we can also do a bending machine. But the bending machine we'll put up here, because that's sort of like a final process type thing, typically for stuff, before you assemble, often. There's also the glue that gets done elsewhere, but I don't think I have... I do have a glue station. Okay. Wait. Did I not do a glue... I don't think I did a glue station. Okay. So glue station, that's also going up here. Credit's low. I don't have enough money. Damn it. I need 11,000? Holy shit. Okay, cancel. Cancel those. Wow. That's expensive. Alright, we're not doing that then. We'll do that later. Corner couch Leona, for example. Oh god. You remember a rug called Oldham? Wow. Usually it's random Swedish words or names of places in Sweden, but you've seen a lot of products outside of Sweden with non-real names. Or Couch Torquay or Couch Hudson II. I kind of like it though. I'd take a Couch Hudson II. Hudson I was a really shit couch, didn't even have a back to it. But Hudson II, that's my jam. Huh, okay. Wild. Have a net worth of at least 150,000, a reputation at least rank 3 with 1 client. Deliver more than 50 medium products, and earn more than 75,000 in deliveries, right? So medium products, I don't think I can do quite yet, but we can take a look and I can generally show you. Stuff like, you know, catapults, an example. You want to build a catapult? Let's plan a catapult. There you go. There's your fucking catapult. You want to deal with this? I don't. I'm not ready for this. Nice thing about a catapult, though, it's mostly wood. In fact, I think it is all wood. I don't think you can switch it up to be plastic or metal anywhere. Which, as I said before, the stuff that is divvied up to be like part plastic, part metal, part wood is actually really easy, because then you can have a bunch of people working on stuff all at the same time and just pound it out. But like, we got a lot of straight cuts and wavy cuts, so we need a lathe for that, and we got the bending machine, and then the chisel bitty thingy, and some more straight cuts, so like a bandsaw or two, and maybe a lathe would be a really fantastic thing for making a catapult. But yeah, we're not quite ready for that. But they do sell for 2,600 per. So that's the thing. There's also hoverboards and scooter engines and mountain bikes and all this stuff that we can't quite make yet because I don't have the I wouldn't be able to meet the basic requirement of making them if I were to try. An office table. It's a bit more simple. We could try an office table, maybe. Could maybe do an office table if we were to just go with the basic woods. Just humor me here. We get to choose, do we want a wood handle, metal handle, or plastic handle? Or wood, plastic, metal, I think? We can go for a metal one, though. No, that's plastic. Fine, plastic handle. That's fine. We'll go with bio pellets. Huh. Only style, no structure. Cool. They're also quite expensive. Yikes. IKEA has a bar stool named Wolfgang. Nice. We'll do the catapult soon. We'll go for the office desk though, I think, first, because this is pretty much just like bandsaw stuff and gluing. Like, that's pretty simple. And since this is just a general market order, there's no time limit, so even if it did take a while, we could still manage. So, straight cuts. Link it up. The gluing. Oh, right, I don't have a glue thing up. Oh, shit. This is gonna take a while. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Was I able to change any of these materials at all? Looks like no. It's also really hard to know what materials you can and can't change, because, like, I changed this by canceling out the operation, but you'd think that I do it by canceling out the handle type, or just being able to right-click this and change the handle type to something else. So it's difficult knowing what all you can and can't do. We'll put together a few of these tables. We'll go for 4. This is gonna take a while. We'll try it. These tables need to be overclocked. We need like we need a better saw. I'll go with just a circle saw. It's not as cool as the bandsaw, but it's a lot cheaper and it's dedicated for precisely what I'm doing. So we'll do that. Order of Azrath, hello, welcome. This is a Little Big Workshop. Just a little workshop management, factory management type deal. That came out like earlier this week. And I did a quick look on it, but the quick look recording broke. so I'm just saying screw it and I'm just doing a stream of it. Because I don't feel like re-recording it tomorrow, and also rendering it, and editing it, and everything, on top of the software and XCOM that I have to do for the weekend. Okay, so that's done. So we can do... Link. Why? Why do you not want to link? Please link? Huh. Okay. I guess I'll wait. I'm gonna overclock these. I was thinking I would just switch over the operation to the proper saw. And then we'd be set, but I guess not. That well. Welcome to this dream side of life then. Thank you, Azarath. Like, it's certainly a lot more convenient just streaming the quick look, and this is kind of something that I'd like to do at some point anyway, where I just take a look at some randomized game and we check it out. Why not? I think it'd be cool. Are you finally on some Saw stuff yet? Or... That's assemblying. What was doing those cuts? To make these, right? Yeah, okay, sure. What are we currently doing, and why can't I put it on this saw? Ah, there we go. Now I can. Do it there instead. I still can't link that, though. That's a bother. I'll just do it that way. Whatever can fit down here. I'll just move over. Do it myself. Finicky UI problem. That is ideal. No storage space available for raw wood. Really? Deal with it, I guess? Surely it can just go here, though. This is storage for both the... Oh, injection press and billboard. And also this. Was that the problem? No. No, it wasn't. I guess the billboard can't be linked to this because it's a different workshop board. Furniture thing. Like, I can only link together assembly stations on it, nothing else, because I've got assembly stations already linked to it. So you can't have one billboard being like the master control unit for the entire workshop because everything goes through it and it just sorts everything for you. I really want some more zone, huh? I mean, I can do just like a general catch-all zone, I suppose, for now, but like, that can't stay. Alright, I'm just ignoring it completely. I'm getting rid of that zone. And I'm just removing that error message. Linking thing was done a while ago, but you're still not in. Yeah, like Demand's saying, sometimes the Discord app linking works really oddly. If it acts up for you, the best thing to do is through the Discord app, unlink yourself with the Twitch connection and all that, and then go in through the browser to the Discord website, and just do it from there. That seems to work. I don't know why it doesn't always work through the app. The app is basically the browser, but... I don't know. It's a thing. You want to see a bench explode? Okay, I'll let the next bench explode. Maybe the assembly station can explode. No, we got the office tables done. Damn it. I don't think that was worth my time. We lost a lot of money during that. I think we should stick to just the basic things. Yeah, I think we lost money overall. It says we're up, but I don't think we actually are. So let's go back to basics. Like a small drawer, 1400 per. Or skis. What is that symbol? Manipulation by Nemesis Inc. Price and demand will gradually drop over time. Huh. That's annoying. Good thing I don't care about those. Shit, we'll do these though. That's great. 1400 per, and that's on the rise. And they're like up for upwards of 50 of them, so we'll do like 30. Why not? Some form of metal handle? Yeah, I'd have to cut the metal. Jigsaw cutting the metal, which I can do at the station, but it's not ideal. So we'll just go for plastic, because red plastic. No. Blue plastic. Fuck that. That looks better. And can we get by with basic wood? We're lacking some style. Yeah, no, that won't cut it. Alright. So we need something a bit more stylish. Fine. And there's the OSB board, which is extra stylish. Also extra expensive. Wow. And it says that that won't cut it. Okay. So there. We got 9 out of 6, 18 out of 18. We're okay. The injection molding can happen at the plastics machine. The straight cuts can happen at the straight cut machine guy. The gluing can happen. I think it's already linked. At the gluing machine I don't have yet. Right, I never bought that. Can I afford it? Glue station 3,000. Oh, it's a bit expensive. But okay. I'll do it. So that can be done there. And the assembly is still set up. But just to make sure. There. Cool. That's everything. So it's saying 33,800 profit doing this 30 filing cabinets? Small drawers. Do it. It's going to cost 6,000 something material though, and 2,000 in salaries. I think I have to drop it down a bit. Yeah, now I can execute. So we'll do 20 instead, fine. That's alright. Oh, Jay Stink with the puns, please no. Please don't. Oder Vazarath, you have Discord linked to Twitch, but never got to infiltrate my Discord from the gifted sub. Yeah, same thing then. On the Discord app, remove the connection, and then go into the browser and do the connection through the browser. And then within an hour it should work. It's annoying, but I don't know. It's always something with Discord. And if I just sit and wait, we should be okay because the projected salaries and everything was okay. Worst case, I sell like a forge or something. I don't know. I don't understand why... Oh. The trucker is stressed and will soon start chucking the cargo. Pay attention to the loading bay. Oh. Could you not? Oh, there he goes. He did it. But thank you. Makes it a little bit easier for me, I suppose. Yeah, these shelves, man, those are full shelves. Jeez. So, let's overclock that saw. The salaries are paid by hour. It's just, like just then it happened, I think. It just slowly over time, but we're also making a bit of money over time. I'm not really sure what we're making the money from exactly, but we are. We're allowed to go negative, but not by a whole lot. Minus 5,000. I think I'll sell a forge. I don't really need to. We're not really doing that much forge stuff. So there's 1,000 more bucks. I can get some money from the mini games. Mini games? Are there mini games around the table? I'm not sure what you mean with that. You found me in the connection settings and could just join. Oh. Oh, okay. Nice. There's little things that happen like mold breakouts. Ah, okay. And spies with cameras. Ah. I'm not sure if I'm far enough for that to actually be a thing yet. But maybe. That'll be a pop-up on the top left. Okay. I'll keep an eye out for it. What are we currently doing? A lot of just hauling and working on that. Okay. Oh, I see some of the problem here. You're not linked to this. Hey, you can sort the stuff over. You have to walk through like the entire building to get the stuff over there. Oh, there we go. That. Looks like some gnomes are at it again. Stop these annoying little buggers from digging holes and tunnels all over your factory. Simple and efficient machine, a large weight is raised and then dropped to the ground, scaring and chasing up any critters or animals from their underground dwellings. Okay. Nothing I interact with. Ah, there we go. Ah, I see. I did it! 2,500 bucks. Huh. I see. Nice. Seems like a super complicated project for your current setup. It apparently is. I don't think it actually is, just the hauling job is shit. But we do just have the one saw, and a second saw would be a pretty cool thing, because there is actually a lot of stuff to be sawed. Yeah. A lot of stuff needs sawing at first. So I will take, like, this, we'll move it over, we'll do it by hand. And that can also be done by hand, and that'll help a lot. It's simple, but I don't have enough machines for it. Oops. An extra door and one less woodworking station. I'm keeping the 2 woodworking stations until I get a lot of the individual machinery for it all. Because they're a really good catch-all for when we start falling behind on stuff. It would be it would be nice to have an easier way into here, though. Maybe I extend this a bit and I scoot and I can fit a door in there or something. Ish. It's gonna take so long. 30 hours on that one workbench. Got a lot of stuff on it. So I'll split that, and I'll delegate half of that back to the saw. And that should help it a lot. Man, that really is like a bunch of work for these things. It did not seem like it'd be this much work. Yeah, 16-hour assembly. The gluing is just dreadful. Oof, I did not catch that. Oh, I overclocked the glue. Jeez. Wow. This also would have been apparently a cool thing to have done a batch order thing on, because I can also do batch and check that on logistics, and that'll just say that like we're doing things in lumps of 5. So we do the first step until we have 5, and then until we have 5, until we have 5, until we have 5, and it's a lot easier to prevent bottlenecks like this from happening, because we're all just getting hung up on glue, maybe? What the fuck was that? Might also need more workers. We have yet to make one thing. It's gonna go bang. Overclock it. Overclock everything. Found early game having 4 workers instead of 3 and a hauler were nice because the worker double as haulers. I was thinking that too, because the haulers can only just haul, but I've seen the other people haul also, so it's like, may as well spend, because it's only 50 more for a worker rather than a hauler. Oh, it's not gonna blow up yet. Nothing will blow up. Damn. What actually are we waiting on here? I think like just one dude's having to... Like everybody was busy doing something else other than gluing, and now we're finally on the gluing step and we can get going. Like we had to saw material A and material B, but it just took us so long to get material B sawed. Because it needed both A and B to be glued together or something. I don't know. I'm not really sure. We'll get there. Yeah, we're waiting for... I'm gonna let this guy blow up. The other ones, I kind of need those. If this blows up, though, that's cool. We'll wait for it. Everything's fine. Secure says, how you doing? Welcome. They literally sit there and don't haul everything. You can force a major repair also on them. Yeah, got that. Okay. So, like, you think just get rid of the hauler, then? Because we got... Pinter's the hauler, though. Like, would we have to get rid of Pinter? Cheers. I don't think I'd mind getting rid of Pinter, though. We'll repair that. I think I have to sell something else. $180 for the shelf. That's not great. Man, what actually is the issue here? Does anybody know? We're lacking these things, the wood boards. And that's being worked on. Okay, we're doing this whole thing like backwards. We're getting everything ready. And then we can finally... sorts a queue based on project priority. Can I sort this queue? Okay, this I can click and drag. Yeah, work on some of these boards. Because when we get those, then I think we can start finally assembling these things and we can get some made up and I can, you know, make money. Just throwing them around. I think somebody's pissed. Eh? Oh, new market thing. Okay. Workers can't trip, yeah. Is that what's happening with the stuff being thrown? Because there's a research for that where they get like non-slip boots or something like that, and they have a much less chance of falling or something. Please make some small drawers. Please, for the love of God. We have a huge bottleneck on the gluing and also the assembly. Okay, we have one. It's gone down a lot in price since I started this. We have two. Yes, it's happening. Money. Rubber ducks, super profitable. Oops. Rubber ducks. Don't have rubber ducks, I don't think. We got hats. Jeez, there's a market for hats. What? What's this? There's a problem with the queue at this workstation. God, geez, you're telling me. What? What of it? Back of the queue. We need more of the drawers made. I kind of assumed it would just work its way through the prerequisites to finish it off then. I guess not. Quick, deliver some more. Go, 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 go. Money! Ah. We're profitable again, kind of. We'll be sad if the bank blows up before the bench, don't worry. We've got it. We're hanging in there. Somehow. I'm selling some of the stuff though. And I'm gonna see about picking up another glue station. Because oh my god. Although a lot of it now, the glue's catching up. A lot of it now is actually the assembly station. Like, we're kind of getting through it. There, do that. Go fast. Go now. And we'll do half of those. Send it over to that guy. And then half of these, send it also over to that guy. Cool. Liquidating my assets to finish a contract. Nemesis Agent, there's something fishy going on in your factory. We may have one or several spies in our workforce. Track and catch them before they can start any trouble. I bet it's Pinter. It's not Pinter, it's this person. Oh, it was just the one. Okay, cool. Oh. Rogue, hello, welcome, how you doing? We're 83% of the way done, and still 17 small drawers to finish up. Like, we literally did this the hardest possible way, but I guess that's kind of how you do it. I just had a really massive bottleneck at the glue. So that's something I'll have to keep a closer eye on for next time. Someone nearly started a forest fire near your house with fireworks. Again. Ugh. That'd be super fucking annoying. I'd be pissed. That's like a normal occurrence for you, though. Go ahead and overclock those as well. Let's get this pounded out. We're on the final 9% here. price is going down. In the past couple of days, yes. Yeah. Why the fireworks? Just somebody randomly doing a thing? Or is there like some sort of a holiday or so happening? They brought your neighbor's mailbox and fenced down the other day. Jesus Christ. Is it also maybe just the weather? We're doing it. We're getting them done. There you go. Didn't look like it was actually vibrating on overdrive. It's kind of cool watching them sculpt the stuff. I never did that before. They just work it into shape. Good job. Sticky Chameleon Universal Hobby Glue. Oh. So close. And I'll just sell them all at once so they're all just worth the same. So I don't have to worry about selling a lot of them and having the price plummet. The last two are worth basically nothing. It's clearly arson. They put fireworks inside the mailbox. Oh. I'd be even more pissed off. Oh my god, finally. What an order from hell that was. So they set the bottom of the road on fire this time. It took the fire brigade most of the night to put it out. Jesus. So I'm assuming they're looking out for whoever's doing that. We had something like that a little while ago too, with somebody setting stuff on fire. Took several months, but they finally got the person. It was just some bored as shit kid, as you'd expect. That's how it goes. Anti-slip boots reduce the risk of falling by 50%. Or assembly specialists. Or preview market cycles ahead of time. Or increased employee cap. I honestly would be okay for market prediction. We'll see about doing that. I never checked that out. Dansai, hello, how you doing? Kind of caught me toward the end of the stream, but welcome nonetheless. The price trends are there so you can decide if the item will still be profitable by the time you finish it. Right, that's what I'm figuring. As long as I don't try to do something like that again, that took me forever. How's the game going? It's actually a pretty cool game. I recommend it. It came out earlier this week, I think like on Monday or Tuesday on Steam. It's $20 US. It's pretty okay though. I'm not a fan of the sharpening filter that everything's got, and the anti-aliasing, you wouldn't think it's on. It doesn't look on, but it seems to be on. It's good though. I like it. There's definitely a bit of challenge, but you can also, I really like the whole planning mode thing, because some stuff you can divvy and change things around, where certain things will have a certain requirement for its durability and style, and as long as you meet those parameters, you can make certain things easier for you. Like if you've maybe got a really cool metalworking station set up that's sitting there and you've got metalwork specialists and stuff going on, then obviously you'd want to prioritize a little more for metal stuff, and a lot of these materials you can choose. Like this handle. Whoops. If I get rid of that, I could choose if I want a wood handle or a metal handle or a plastic handle. And then there's also specific types of like how you fashion them. Like this is a handle that I just bend that's out of wood. This one I think like chisel out of wood or so, and this is a plastic one that I bend. And so it's just like, yeah, like we got plastic, we got bending machines. Oh, this is metal actually, but still, you know what I mean. It's cool though. I like being able to kind of fine tune it and customize it for how you're wanting it to be a bit more. And some of the things get pretty fucking complicated, like the catapults. Whammo. It's actually not that complicated. It's just a lot of straight cuts, curvy cuts, and glue. But you know, also takes up a lot of space. You have to have a lot of floor space for this stuff. I tried ending my quick look on making these things, and like these frames alone take up as much as a workbench spot. So if you're making a bunch of catapults, you better have a big warehouse for it all. because it gets nuts. And then there's also advanced things that I don't even know what those involve at all. I'm not sure. There's a lot of stuff that you can make in this. Like, this isn't even all of the basic ones. There's some basic stuff that's not even here. There's just nothing on the market, I guess. Or nobody wanting it. But it's cool. I like it. For 20 bucks? Hell yeah. Definitely something to keep an eye on. I'd like to play more of it. I don't know how people feel about it or if anybody's interested in me playing more of it. But games like this I enjoy playing. I also really liked Gunsmith. That's also something that I kind of maybe want to perhaps stream at some point. Hell, I'll probably check out Factorio at some point again, but I think for that I'd do a recording thing. Just to cut out on some of the boring time of just sitting there waiting. And I'd also like to check out modded Factorio just to add more stuff. Because the basic Factorio, once you understand like the basic logistics of it all, it's actually pretty easy. So I'd be up for a challenge. If I enjoy it, just play it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, glances that Path of Exile. Yeah.